I know this sounds crazy, but I think Toast is afraid of me.
Why do you think?
He's intimidated by me.
In order to usher everyone to the strip club, I had to go to the strip club. And I was just not having it that day. I was like, why can't I just go back to it?
She was very valid.
Accidentally clicked her OnlyFans page. Weird.
Oh, hell no.
Like, no way, right?
But he's not good in bed.
Oh.
Can it be fixed? Because I feel like that's something that can be talked about.
Comms.
Okay,
We need
let's
W comms.
Yeah, comms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, usually Toast starts off the pod. I feel very...
Hello.
Now I feel very displaced. Welcome to this week's of We Were Fighting Before This.
Woo! It's your host, Disguised Toast. That's freaking right.
Yeah, you look a little different today.
I just realized how like completely different I am than Toast. I mean,
Yeah.
I just can't. Yeah, that's
We're
it.
going to go for a different vibe today. There is a different vibe because you know what? For the first time in this pod's history, we have all girlies on set.
Hello, everyone. My
Not Leslie,
name
Chelsea.
is Leslie, and I was told to introduce myself, so I will introduce myself. I'm Leslie. My name is Leslie, right? I was supposed to say I'm Fuslie, but I go by Leslie. And I've been Yvonne's friend for like 10 years, and I've known Toast for almost as long, maybe not 28.
28?
No, I'm thinking 6 or 7 years probably.
Nah, crazy.
Yeah, actually 6 or 7 though, for real.
Yeah.
I think so. And then I was asked to fill today. I do content as well. I stream mostly, and then that's pretty much it.
Mhm.
And I yap a lot, and I live with Yvonne. And we've lived together before, and then we didn't live together, and now we live together again. And Yvonne makes me cookies, and she makes me really good salt bread. We hang out. She loves me. I'm her best friend. What else?
She makes me Tell me things
coffee.
I don't know about myself with you.
Well, she's like, oh yeah, I can intro you. And then it sounded scary. And I was like, what is she going to say?
No, nothing. No, it would be nothing terrible, bad, awful.
Oh.
Only good things.
Well, anyways, so we're here on what episode of We Were Fighting Before This?
I don't know, but Scara shot like a random number in the dark last time on what episode number it was, and he was scarily accurate. Okay, you could just shoot a random number.
Episode 39.
Okay.
I think that's so wrong because you guys are all on a year at least. And you would have done episode a week?
No, we actually are not a year.
You're not? Oh,
No.
you're a season in?
True, we are like, this is season 2. But the thing is, like, we started filming March last year, and we didn't post until like April, I think, or maybe May. I don't remember. One of those 2 months. So we actually, it's almost going to be our filming anniversary soon, but not posting anniversary.
Okay, so
you
40
you could be close.
42.
Did you just change your number?
Well, no, I looked up like 39.
You're close.
Okay, episode somewhere between 38 and 45.
Do you know what it is, Chelsea?
31.
Whoa! I was
You
not that
were
close.
gonna-
Scara was much
No,
closer.
No, not as close as Scara.
And how has it been?
It was kind of crazy because every episode beforehand, like me and Toast literally have fought. Like not scripted, nothing. Like I just walk in through the door, and I will say he's very provoking. So that's exactly why. Right, Chelsea? Weigh in on this.
Right.
Very provoking.
He'll just say something to antagonize you.
Like
Yeah.
all the time.
So is this going to be like do we just shit talk Toast this episode?
I was like, he's not here. I mean, you can say what you want. I'll just listen.
Defend himself.
This is the girly-pop episode. We can say whatever. He's not here.
No, it's okay. We can talk about our true grievances with a lot of things in the world. Like,
Well, I mean, check my shirt. Can you see it? It says, "End the patriarchy. Devour oppressors."
and it's like a cute little buddy.
Yeah, I thought it would be appropriate for the girly pop episode, but anyways.
Yeah. So Leslie was battling other things like PMSing.
Yes.
Mine's almost coming to. I could feel it.
This one is like a weird one. Like I was PMSing really bad the past 2 days. We're just gonna get right into it. But I was PMSing so bad that like I could feel it in every ounce of my body and soul. Like I was like, oh, I'm on edge. Like my hormones are overactive.
Like
you know?
once you're already triggered or set off, it's like so much more feels like your feelings get that much more amplified.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And then yesterday was my day off, and I a song like triggered like it was just a song I used to listen to with my ex, and then it made me like, I was like, wow, like that relationship failed, one. And then I went like, oh man, like think about all the good memories we had together. And then it shot to like, oh my God, I'm so sad. Like my parents are getting older. Oh man, like this is PMS. It went boom, 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 boom. And all of a sudden I was just overwhelmed and I just started deep sobbing. Like I let every sadness catch up to me. Like I let myself think about it to the point where I'm like, I hate the world and what it's become. And my mom, my dad, everything is sad and everyone's old. And like I just push away all my sadness. I never let myself feel it. And then I was just like heavy sobbing yesterday. And to the point where you're like, and then you're just tired from crying. And that was like, I was like, wow, this was an intense PMS for me. And so when you're like, hey, come on the pod, it's gonna be girl talk, I was like, wow, I just as I like got off of the most intense PMS I've ever had in like, I don't know, like a year or two, I was like, yeah, I can vent about PMSing. Anyways, what about you?
I mean, like, I could tell when it's coming because, well, like, the most obvious one from before is, like, when I got voted from Among Us, and then I started getting emotional that I got voted out, and I was like, I never care that much. You just get voted out. It's just a game.
Wait, when was this? It was, like, back...
It was during COVID when we were playing Among Us more, but that was when I first realized, like, wow, my emotions are very heightened right now. But, I don't know. I think it's... as much as our emotions get very heightened, I think like sometimes at the same time, at least for me, I get comforted super easily. Like as soon as somebody's like, oh, you want to like get dessert then? You feel like, I'm like,
you deserve it. True.
Yes.
I love when friends are like, no, you know what? Listen, you're having a rough day. You deserve that Taco Bell. You deserve that brownie. And you're like, I do.
Like, you should get it. Like, just do it. And I'm like, fine. And they convince me. Like I can't convince myself because I'm like, I shouldn't be eating this right now, you know? But you feel better after I order that mellow.
No, it's true. I love when that's like the best thing you can hear. It's like you having a rough day. You cried, you're PMSing, go. Hey, don't stream tomorrow. Take the day off. But just and like really soak in that, like let yourself be sad and you deserve it. And I'm like, you eat it? The cookie? the Taco Bell? And I'm like, yeah, it's like, man, it's rough. But what helps also is like not containing it. Like I like to explain like, listen, I am really emotional right now. I'm aware. And I think we can all be aware of the PMS. Like you can feel it. Like you're just triggered. Like the Among Us stuff, like you're not the only one who cried over Among Us. Like, and like I think we all took turns, but then it's like, am I really crying over Among Us right now? And then so you hide it, that like rising like feeling, or when you get killed like 8 times in a row first, and you I've definitely like felt like crying over it, because you're like, wow, people don't care that they don't even want me to play.
That's the worst part is when it amplifies when you feel like no one cares, and then you're like, wow, this is truly rock bottom.
And then your friends are like, hey, can we make a rule where we don't kill Yvonne or don't kill Leslie first because she's died? And I'm like, you care?
Yeah. No, it's just like, yeah, literally just, I think, I don't know. It's just someone showing that they care helps that much more in those moments. But I think once I acknowledge, like once I realize, oh, like my period's coming, like I feel a lot better about how I'm feeling at the moment, because then I feel much more justified.
Yeah. And then you realize like this is a relatable thing, and this is just how it feels. But it was crazy that I was like, it was funny because I told my stream, I was like, hey guys, like if I cry today, don't worry about me. It's just because I'm overly emotional. And then I told them how I had been crying the day before when I thought about when my mom was on the call with me, and all she was saying was like, Leslie, don't forget to eat your veggies and make sure to file your taxes. This is like some accountant stuff. And during that call, I was like, my mom is gonna die one day. And I started, tears were like were going down my face as my mom was like, and I was like,
You know what's fun? I think though a lot of times that's in the moment of like when you realize that stuff is gonna happen. You're like, wow, one day like this is gonna be gone. It's all in those like mundane, like normal moments.
Because you're like, right now it's annoying, and one day I'm like, I'm gonna miss how annoying it is. And when I was explaining that exact situation to my chat, I started crying. It'd be like me telling you right now and I start crying. That's how I know my emotions are more stable today. But I was telling my chat, so my mom was, and then I start crying, and I was like, you guys can tell, right? I'm on edge. And they're like, whoa, like, but then people were like, relatable. And then that's when I was like, yeah, like now we can talk about periods and all that. Like today, we don't need to go into all that.
Okay, well, this is the girly-pop episode. We love the vibe. How would you describe your relationship with toast?
My relationship with toast?
Yes.
Let's see.
Why does this feel scary?
Oh, it doesn't have
Yeah.
Wait, is this from Toast? Toast and I have such an interesting relationship. My relationship with Toast. It's kind of, how do I explain it? We like, at least most recently, we've been like, we're like competitors in a way. And he probably would be like, oh, there's no competition. Okay, I can like hear his voice, but in like, I think he respects me. You know, he's scared of me a little bit. I actually think so. I know this sounds crazy, but I think Toast is afraid of me because we recently played in a Pokemon tournament, and I know that he cared immensely about beating me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care at all. I didn't care.
Why? Why do you think?
He's intimidated by me.
She laughs.
Frankly, I think he's scared of losing to me because, I mean, why would he be scared of losing?
Yeah.
To me, to be honest. That means he respects me, though. If he actually like prepared to beat me, we've known each other for a long time. I think we have like there's like some little like love-hate relationship there.
It feels like one of those, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Like you can have little, like almost like butt heads with each other, but also like have this like when it comes down to it, care immensely and like be there for each other type of thing. I don't know. It's like I may be speaking not for him, but yeah.
I will say, yeah, like Toast. There was an incident that happened. I think I was PMSing again. And I know I say I don't cry a lot on stream, but I did like cry on the last Cobblemon server.
Face is just like,
and I cried because I like lost really badly to like Blau, and I misclicked and 2 times, and I just lost after a lot of preparation, and so much that it was a final day of Cobblemon, and I was like, guys, I'm just not in the mood to be on stream, blah blah. I'm just gonna go. And I don't usually end my stream in this like dramatic sense, but I was like, I'm gonna go. I don't want to be on camera. So I went, and I just happened to be AFK. I was in the server just by myself, standing like in a sad little corner, like literally just off stream, just like crying, like a loser. Okay. I didn't think anyone was around. And all of a sudden I'm just like, just literally sulking in like off stream alone. And then Toast comes up to me and he's like, hey, you okay? I was like, no, I'm a loser. He's like, hey man, like it's okay. And he comforted me. He's like, we'll both like get better at this, and don't you want to get better? And it was actually so sweet. I remember being like, my mood instantly like flipped. He genuinely was able to like bring me out of a really sad moment. And you know, as much as there's just like it's like this, in that moment I was like, yeah, Toast is a really good friend. It was really at first I was like, frick, someone saw me, and I'm like so embarrassed in this moment, but it meant a lot. And I went back and watched it because I was like, oh god, this is like, you know, like what is, because I had no idea. In my mind, I didn't know if he was streaming. I didn't know what was going on, but you could see the care in his like in what he was doing, and he genuinely knew how to cheer me up. And I logged back in, and I got to end the whole server on a good note, and that made me really happy. Actually, I was like, yeah. So, sorry, that was a rant, but it was a wholesome moment, I'll say. And I think he knew how to, like, he knows when to tone down the you know, the bickering and the banter, and to like actually pick up on when someone isn't, or like needs to hear certain words, and he's good at it. I was like, yeah.
Do you think so, Yvonne?
yeah, most of the time.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you've been putting off seeing a dentist or doing your actual checkup.
This actually happened to me.
You know what, Yvonne? I'm gonna put up my hand too. When something's off, I usually doom scroll my symptoms or just load up on vitamins and hope for the best.
When I'm not feeling great, I know the right thing to do is to go see my doctor. But sometimes my schedule gets really busy, and I end up convincing myself that it'll just go away.
I'm not surprised, but you know what? I do the same, Yvonne. This year, we're doing things differently. We're finding doctors we love and booking appointments on ZocDoc.
ZocDoc is a free app and website that helps you find and book high quality in-network network doctors so you can find someone you love without the stress.
Whether you're looking for primary care, dentistry, dermatology, eye care, or anything else, we've been using ZocDoc recently and we love how easy it is to book appointments and how convenient and fast it is.
And whether you want to see your doctor in person or do a video visit, you can both do that on ZocDoc. You can even read thousands of verified patient reviews so you actually know what you're walking into before you book. So stop putting off those doctor appointments like me and go to ZocDoc.com/fighting to find and instantly book a doctor you love today.
That's ZocDoc.com/fighting. ZocDoc.com/fighting.
Thank you, ZocDoc, for sponsoring this video.
Leslie, you see your relationship, like you see Yvonne and Toast's relationship. What do you think? Because it's different. No?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Yes.
I mean, it's entertaining as hell. I'm very caught up with the podcast.
Caught up.
Oh yeah, I listened to I've probably listened to half the episodes, which is pretty good.
Whoa,
yeah,
that is crazy.
Like half of them.
What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, do you know how many podcasts are out there? So it's like I've listened to a lot of them. And it's just like two siblings going at it. But it's I think it's it's just you guys have known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
And it shows in like how close you guys are. Like people can't do that with a lot of people.
Yeah, I've been told that. I remember like just going to like a YouTube gala event, and then one of the people I talked to was like, "Oh yeah, I watch your guys' podcast sometimes." And it's like I think what the dynamic you guys have is very unique and like it's fun to watch.
It is pretty unique. Like I don't
unique.
know people who bicker like that aren't like siblings that are like literally just going at each other's throats. And then I love Tosa's like
He called me a species the other day. Someone sent me a clip.
where he's like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was like Ray like cuz you got kicked out of House Beta.
Yeah.
Or House And then he was like, I wouldn't even call Ray and Yvonne the same species.
Species was crazy.
I was like,
Cool. Like,
yeah.
I know. I was
Tell
watching.
him.
Yesterday, he said no girls allowed and kicked Yvonne out and said no girls can join the
Ray,
beta boys and beta
how
boys
dare you
only.
compare Ray to Yvonne? They're like not even the same species.
You know, like on TikTok, when I am on our page, I get the feed of, your guys' clips. And 90% of the time, I'm like, what the heck is what is he saying?
Toast says some crazy
Because
shit.
I felt like maybe he's holding back on the pod sometimes. Because then when I go on the clips, I was like, where did that come from?
No, he says
You can confront him next time.
Well, I do have some questions for the girls. These are kind of all mixed with like girl talk, but girl code. What is girl code to you guys?
I mean, I think one of the ones is like, if your friend likes a guy, like you don't go for the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big one. It's like because there have definitely been girls where it's the opposite. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but like if someone has been like, or if you've been like, I have a crush on that guy, all of a sudden your friend now pays attention to that guy.
Yeah.
And you're like, where before it was like nothing, they now all of a sudden are just more interested in whatever it is. And I always was like, and would notice it. And so I think that's one of the biggest ones. And I think almost like most girls can relate to that feeling specifically. I don't know, just throughout your life, I'm sure it's happened at one point where you're like, I'm like, just, and then they're like, oh, really? Okay.
I think it's in general, like you looking out for someone, like you would want to be looked after. I feel like that's the thing. Like you, like broccoli in your teeth, like, oh, like you have something in your teeth, like just very much like caring for each other is so girl code. Or like when to blame the other, like the guy or like something else instead of each other at times, like when it's obviously right or reasonable to, or it was their fault or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like looking out for each other, like genuinely, like I can trust like Yvonne to like actually look out for me. Like I don't feel this sense of, there's like a hidden agenda. I think with some girls you might feel it. Luckily I don't think I don't surround myself with people like that. That feels like a, if I ever sense that I have like a girlfriend that has a hidden agenda, we just don't mesh naturally. It'll be like, sometimes I've gotten really close to a girl really fast and then I'm like, oh, I don't trust inherently that this girl has my back. Then I'll just distance. But luckily I think with most of the girls, we have a pretty good sense of girl code.
I think it's also like an age thing. Like I think when you're younger, you act out more on like jealousy and like you have more insecurities that you feel like need to be fed. But like I don't know. I feel I encounter less of that when like as we also get older, and the people we meet are also older.
Yeah. Yeah, it is an age thing, definitely. I mean, everyone experiences jealousy, insecurity, and I know we've all acted out on it. Like there's been times like, oh, well, I'll just do the same thing.
1000%.
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit. And you look back, you're like, I was really horrible.
Yeah. Like the times I've said this before, like the times that I was being pick me, like I wish in that moment I knew I was being pick me because I think back and I'm like, that was so cringe.
Yeah. It's like a pick me, right? Because I feel like it gets so misconstrued in the tunnel of social media because sometimes it couldn't, I mean, it's just like you're just speaking your truth, you know, you're not trying to be a pick me, but then it comes off as a pick me. Like, what is a pick me?
I don't know. It kind of felt like two at the same time. I don't know if this is bad, but basically before I remember thinking like, yeah, I do get along with guys better. That was like such a pick me thing to say, you know? That's like to say, yeah. But like in that moment, I genuinely felt that because I had like a lot of like girls back at my hometown that like acted out on jealousy to me. And like that made me feel like, oh, it's much more relaxed to be like around guys who don't care. But like guys also had their own problems, you know? So it's like, you're just not thinking about those things.
Yeah. You're more focused on like this like attention that you're getting from guys. And you're like, oh, guys are so chill. They don't care about drama. Like all the girls are causing me so much drama. I've been the same. Like I've literally had that exact thought. I've said it. I'm like, guys are just so much more chill than girls are. But you don't think like, oh, maybe you're like these guys maybe are trying to date you or like you and you are thriving in that attention and it feel and oh my gosh, she just likes attention. Like people say that and you're like, oh, you're the pick me or like you're not respecting girl. You'll like project onto others. And I think then it pushes you further away from those girls and you really sit in that like, yeah, like I'm just a guy's girl. But like that isn't that's genuinely, I think, something that a lot of girls go through.
Yeah.
And that's probably,
it's but just like validation from like the opposite sex or the sex that you're attracted to just feels so, you know, good at that moment, especially when you're younger. And then as you get older, you like have so much more like self-confidence and you've like built stronger relationships around. You're like, I don't give a shit.
Nothing compares to like a girl's friendship. Yeah. Though. I will like, man, after like living through it, like having guy friends, having girl, like when you find the right group of girls, nothing can comfort you like a girl. Like, I'm sorry. It's just, it doesn't like a cozy day with my girls will. I mean, I love, you know, my niece and my guy friends. I do, but like, it really is different. It's just like your heart is happy and filled after a good day with your girls.
I've like said, I wrote this in one of like Leslie's Christmas cards or some shit, but like it's like something. Okay, so when I envision like a lot of the events I've been to, like Coachella or like EDC or like a lot of just or birthday parties, you know, even if we're dating people or we have like guys that we go with to these events with each other with and whatever, like the constant is always like we're at these events together. And then the guys like change or they're like we break up or like something happens. But like I like that we are the constant always. Yeah.
Aww.
Oh my gosh,
Man, I'm still PMSing. It's cute. That was cute. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's true. Like we'll have our best moments together. Yeah. And guys will come and go. And so, you know, and especially the romantic interest ones will come and go. Yep. But you know, when you have your like staple, we have like our best Coachella memory together. Yep. Like
we call them differently. Legendary Coachella was like our first Coachella.
We have so many
good ones. Second Coachella. Like we just know by like the years and events and stuff. It's fun now. Like we counted all as fun. In the moment, holy shit, it was like chaos. Absolute chaos.
One day we'll like drop all the stories because like I wish we could talk about like some of them, but like without causing like stirring up stuff. But there will. I know every streamer says, "Oh, one day I'm gonna write a whole book," and I don't care, and everyone will be like, "I knew it," or like that's that. But we have so many, I think, just little adventures. But we are the constant, and then like things will change, and the guys will change, and the friends will change. But like when you have like your staple girlfriends, and you go on your yearly things, like we know we're gonna go to Coachella or EDC every single year and we're gonna go together and there will be chaos and people will get mad or whatever, but then at the end we're like, damn. Another one in the books. That one was a bad one, that one was a good one. But yeah,
what's your favorite memory with Yvonne? Since I know there's a lot, but like maybe like one top of your head.
The first one that comes to mind is literally like that Coachella moment.
Oh yeah,
it's like
that's the first one that popped up too.
It was
what year? Like give
it
us
was
the year.
last year,
Okay.
and we've been friends for so long. But we had this. You explain it.
Okay, basically, we went to both weekends of Coachella because we had so much fun, like the first weekend. So the second weekend, we decided to go, and we didn't get to see like LA Philharmonic that the first weekend. So we went to the set for the second weekend. And then literally, they brought out like a gazillion guests. They had like Loewe, Natasha Bedingfield. And I remember this like distinct memory of me like laying down in the grass, just looking up at the sky, listening to like the beautiful music and stuff. And then Leslie like grabs me, and then she's like, Yvonne, like, get up. And I'm like, what's happening? She's like, Cynthia Erivo is here. And I'm like, holy shit.
like it was just like we were already on like we were like
such a high.
Yeah, we were on such a high, and then I think we had taken a break at that point, and we were laying on the grass at one point on towels, just looking up at the sky. Like the music was like perfect. LA Phil was playing beautiful music, and then Cynthia came out, and we love Wicked, so I was like, have fun! And we just start screaming. We jump up, and it just felt like perfect in that moment. And it was like a small group that weekend, so there was no like, I don't know. There's something about the simplicity of just a few people, 3 to 4 people, just, hey, let's go here. Sure, let's go here. You want to leave? You want to get food? You're just doing everything together.
So easy.
It was so easy, and that was just a really like we just danced. We were looking at each other. It was just such a perfect little moment, and so we always reference it as like I don't know how you could ever recreate it, but yeah, that was that. And then, man, there's just a lot. I used to go over to your guys' house a lot, the OTV house, whenever I had problems.
Leslie, like I bought capes like this for
like
Lily and Leslie, and then one time Leslie was like going through it, and she came over and this cape hood on, literally just like this, and she's like, guys, and she's just like crying, like she's just like giving us all of her grievances in like the living room. I remember we were just like yapping, and then Toast was also came later. We had to like re-explain everything to him, and she's just like this.
Yeah, it was like what do we call? I forgot my trauma blanket, trauma cape. But basically, if I came over to the house with that cape on, I would be bumming it. I just like, can I come over? And if I'd walk in with it, I just remember you and Toast specifically. Sometimes Scara would be there, but I would just be like, oh man, where do I begin? And you guys really listening to all my stress, whatever relationship issue I was going through, whatever friend issue I was going through. I wish I had the blanket. I don't know where it is.
Buy you another blanket.
Yeah, maybe I need another trauma blanket.
Yeah, I started whipping this out again. It's great when it gets cold a little bit.
I need one. And I guess those are, even though those were like stressful, those were like really bonding good moments too, because I just remember them vividly. But I'll take the Coachella one over those, because I was like, those were like favorite in a different sense, and I'll always remember trauma dumping and just like, oh my god.
I mean, like the bad ones, kind of like can laugh about it now. Like last EDC, horrible for me. I had a terrible time. I remember being like, I'm not fucking going day 3. I remember being in the hotel room. I was crying. Leslie Myung walking after debrief the whole last 2 nights, and I'm like, fuck this shit.
that was bad. It was bad.
Yeah. But see, like, it's just moments like that with your friends that you just, they make the fun stuff you recall. You laugh about it. Like
even the bad moments, like sometimes I'm like, in the moment, this freaking sucks. Everyone's pissed, everyone's stressed, everyone's mad.
It's a shit show.
It's a shit show. Genuinely, like we all took turns crying at some point that weekend, and then I'm like, damn, this freaking sucks. We're in Vegas having a bad time. Cool, but you come back and we laugh about it, and so I think that's also it's not so bad. It's funny.
Yeah, I cried because I got forced to go to a strip club. That was my well, the other things, but that was just like a funny part of it.
That weekend?
Yeah,
but like
it was a really troll reason.
I wish we could.
Did you go too?
Yeah, I wish we could talk about the context, but we can't. Like,
basically, it was like one of those things where like everyone wanted to go and they wouldn't. I just wanted to go back to my hotel room, and nobody, like, it would bring the vibe. Like, people would just be like, no, we can't go. You have to come. Like, so in order to usher everyone, because everyone was drunk, in order to usher everyone to the strip club, I had to go to the strip club. And I was just not having it that day. I was like, why can't I just fucking go back to it?
She was very valid. It was valid.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was just in the moment of it all, you know?
Was that your first time at a strip club?
Yes.
Me too.
But I just, it's not that I really mind. I'm like down for like an experience. Like, you know what? I'm down going to the strip club with my friends once or something. It was just not that day.
It wasn't the day to go.
Yeah.
It was.
After the terrible EDC weekend, oh, hell no.
But did you enjoy it, Leslie?
Yeah, I mean, I was okay with it. I was like, this is the night, I guess. Because we didn't end up going to EDC that night. So we were like, how do we have fun on our last night? So I was like, what up?
I wish we could tell you guys the story.
I know, I wish. But I did end up
funny.
just talking to one of the strippers just about her life. Like, she was just dancing and I was throwing dollar bills. And I was like, so where did you go to school? Like, what do you do for like your other work? And she was just like, yeah, I'm from San Diego. And as she's dancing, she's just talking to me. And I was like looking up at her and I was like, I don't know, we should talk about favorite food, what she does when she's not at the strip club. Very sweet. And I was like, I totally get why people become friends, you know, because you just end up talking. And I think we talked for like 30 minutes. It was a good time, I guess. And occasionally I would like throw dollar bills and like put a dollar bill in underwear. I was like, I was like, oh, people actually do this stuff. Because I play GTA. I got banned on YouTube one time for like getting a lap dance in GTA. My first copyright strike.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was actually striked down. You get 3 of them. I got a real one for the GTA 5 lap dance scene. I was like, I mean, it's a game. We're fine. Nope. Boom. YouTube took me down. And so don't stream that. If you're planning on doing it, you can stream it at the strip club, but don't get the lap dance and stream it. Your channel will go down. PSA.
You're welcome, guys. Leslie walked so that you guys could run.
Exactly. Do it off stream if you must.
I have a question for you guys about strip clubs. So let's just say you guys are in a relationship and it comes time to the bachelor party for your man. Is your man allowed to go to the strip club for his bachelor party? Are you guys uncomfortable with that? And let's just say like he brings it up, right? Like, you're not the one being like, oh, are you going to go to a strip club? He brings it up to you, babe. Like, I think my friends, we want to do a strip club. What do you say?
To me, that's already a flag that he wants to do that for his bachelor. Sorry, am I saying that like too soon? Because I'm saying because like to me, I feel like all the people that I've dated have never wanted to have their bachelor be the strip club.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like this, I'm like, the guy I'm dating is not the type of guy that's like wants to do the strip club for his birthday. Not that I have a problem, I guess, but like I couldn't imagine that being like the situation, because I'm like, like I guess the guys I've dated, I'm thinking,
I feel like they're more. I'm just imagining like people I've dated though, but they would be more stoked for like board game night,
like legit
at home, and be like, we're celebrating this day. Or like they go out to like play golf or do something.
But I guess if his friends were like, oh, we planned it,
like we're all gonna be
and
in
he's
Vegas,
going,
like they planned it. Like your guy had no idea, right? Because like it's a surprise, whatever. They're in Vegas.
Yeah.
Surprise, we're in a strip club.
Yeah, he can go to.
That's more. That makes more sense.
He can go to the male strip club, or he can go to the one with the blindfold on. I can't have a grand old time with the blindfold. That'll be a good time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't love the idea. I think no matter what, I would not love the idea.
I don't think it's a male strip club. I don't think that's what.
Then he's got a blindfold on all night and he have a grand time and keep his hands to himself.
It's like felt, you know. But that's also like, because me personally, I would also not want to go to a male strip club. Like for me, like if I'm doing like a bachelorette party and stuff, like I also mutually like don't want to do that.
Would you then pick a fight with his friends, because his friends were the ones who didn't consult you?
Throwing hands. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm so chill.
Leslie.
I'm so chill. Of course. And we're so fine with that. No, I think if his friends seriously, I would be like, your friends don't know you. Why would your friends want to send you to the strip club? And then unless I don't know you, what are you telling your friends? And then we start a fight. Then we're like, are you lying to me or are you lying to your friends? Why do your friends think it's a good idea to send you to a strip club? They must think you like that for a reason, right? And then you'd be like, no, I swear. And then, yeah, I guess I'm playing this out too much.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, I'm more forgiving to the friends because I think like maybe they think it's like fun or it's like a generic, American like bachelor party type of thing.
Yeah.
But I would care more about how he reacts to that. Like if he's kind of like, no, I actually don't want to do this. And then they're like, okay. It would be weird though if the friends were like, nah, we gotta, you know what I mean? Then I'm like,
we don't care if you're uncomfortable. You're going to the strip club. It's your last night as a bachelor.
Then your friends are kind of pushy or weird for that. Like, but if you just act the way you should, and that's fine, right?
Yeah.
So no hands. Not throwing hands. That's fine.
No. Maybe. Depends who it is. But I guess I'd be. Yeah.
What about the opposite sex confuses you guys the most?
Men?
Yeah.
Well, they're so different from one to each one, but I guess men in general.
Yeah. I think what bothers me sometimes is almost how, and I could fucking write an essay on this, they almost like belittle like how smart we are. It's like, what do you mean you can just say, oh yeah, like I wasn't looking, I just liked the photo as you're scrolling through. You want us to believe that?
No,
like,
no one believes
me?
that, by
like,
the way. No one.
Like, oh, I just casually like, oh, my finger accidentally did this or that. It's like, how stupid do you think we are? I don't know. Like,
yeah.
The excuses they make me feel like, damn, you actually think we're idiots.
Men think, yeah, not all, but a lot of men think they can get away with some stuff that and sometimes you just play along. You're like, but you're like, bro, you think I'm dumb. Like, no one's buying that. And no, that's a good one. I'm trying to think of like specific examples where I felt like that I can share because I have some in my head.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Like my finger like accidentally like swiped on the follow button 100 times.
Yeah, like why are you following
your finger actually accidentally clicked her OnlyFans page? Weird.
Nah.
Weird.
Oh, hell no.
Like, no way, right?
When you start to date somebody, you get to set, like if you agree to date each other, you should agree upon the boundaries that you set, or else you're not a good fit for each other. When I started like first dating one of my exes, he was talking to 3 other girls at the same time. And he was like, oh, don't worry, like you're the one I'm dating. But they're just gonna be my friends. And I once caught one of those girls, his just girlfriends or whatever, saying, hey, you should come to my place and stay over. Like you can just crash at my place. Just him.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, she just means it like in a friendly way. And I was like, hey, listen, I don't want to be controlling, and I don't even think this is controlling. I am not comfortable with this girl talking to you that way. Like, I don't know what you're saying back, but the fact that she feels like she can invite you to stay the night at her place, and think that that's okay to say to you when you guys have had a prior relationship. It's also that they had been romantically involved before, which is, like you can just, and that like, even though she knows you have a girlfriend now and you guys are just friends now, that is a boundary I'm going to set. So I'm kindly asking you to not talk to her anymore if you want this relation. And I don't think that is controlling. I didn't think that was controlling of me. I thought it was like, hey, if we're going to do this thing, I'm not comfy with, a girl that you've been romantically linked to ask you to stay over. And I felt weird, almost like, am I a crazy girl? No, I'm like, that's totally normal. And there was 3 of them. And I said, hey, it's like, if you also want to keep talking to them, that's fine. But we just won't date. These are my boundaries to set. And now I like how this is now just going into a different conversation, but that's just a side thing that I felt like, you can't just be like, yeah, no, we're friends. Like we're literally friends and it's cool. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think you're friends. I think that like you want to keep that all open. Yeah. And so stuff like that, or that was just like a personal thing. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. So that was one. I'm trying to like share some without like getting too specific. The question was what? What is about the opposite? Oh, what about men confuses us? what else about men confuses it? It's actually pretty hard for me to like answer that because so many of the guys that I know are so different than one another. Like the way that guys move on from a relationship versus girls. I mean, I know girls who'll move the same way a guy will move. So like it's sometimes I'm like, that's just person to person. Like I recently like had a friend, I'm like, he moves like he's kind of acts more like how like when I went through a breakup, like you know, I've had guys that like just kind of move on instantly and that's their way of dealing with it. And I was shaking my friend. I was like, why do guys act like this? And he's like, I would never. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Yeah, that's true. That was like a specific guy.
I actually think like the way people move on between guys and girls is just so literally depending on the person. Yeah. Because I like seen both girls and guys like move on so quickly in an instant. Yeah. Like they almost had like a backup or a relationship hopper like type of thing. And then, yeah, it's just like a distraction.
Yeah. So that one I'm like, I can't generalize that. So I think that's a good one. Like men kind of end up thinking women are a lot dumber than we are. Or
yeah,
not.
I just think of the excuses they use. I'm like, this is actually the dumbest thing ever. Like, what? Just be honest. Like, I would almost like respect the honesty more than you trying to lie to me about it.
Yeah, just tell me
to make yourself feel better. Like, we're not as bad of a person. Like, just admit it. But they have a problem admitting it.
That's true. I agree.
Yeah.
Is it okay to follow your girlfriend's crush on Instagram? So, like, let's say
girlfriend's crush.
Like. Let's say Yvonne says like, oh, I have like, you know.
Oh, I'm interested in a guy.
Yeah, I'm interested in this guy. She shows you the IG. Again, Yvonne's example. She shows you the IG and then you're like, oh yeah, he's cute. And then you go home and then you follow him. And then Yvonne sees like, oh. I mean, it's happened. I mean,
Do you guys know each other?
I would. Okay, well.
He's not like a public figure. We're not talking about like a celebrity, like a, you know, this is like.
Not like I like Tom Holland and all of a sudden she's following Tom Holland.
Oh, I see. It's like a person that you're like showing. Okay.
Yeah. Is it okay for a girlfriend to follow another girlfriend's crush?
Well, I guess it really depends on why you're following. Are you trying to like be like, hey, my like get moving? You should ask my friend out. Like, what is going on there? I'm not the kind of person to do that. I'm not going to follow someone unless I've met them multiple times, and then I'm like, this person is probably going to be in my life and I'm going to see them and it's now out of respect for like our friendship, like this happening friendship that I'm going to follow this person. But in general,
I think that's weird.
I think it's a little weird.
Sometimes I don't even follow my friends' boyfriends. Like I don't until it's like gone to a point where like, we're kind of more friends. Yeah.
You guys be surprised. I feel like that's like kind of like a pick-me girl. Almost.
That kind of goes with the girl code conversation we were having earlier. Yeah. It's like the second you show attention to somebody, then they're like literally, what is the reason? Is it because it's like, now that's just a person that my friend likes. Now I want their attention. Like, is that what's happening? Or is it like, why are you following them?
Yeah, no, I just don't think I ever see us doing that. It's just so, Like, you just never follow someone else.
Yeah. I think that the TLDR is, that's probably a little weird to do. Maybe there's a different reason. Maybe you're trying to wingman it. But I think even so, you should talk to your friend. Like, do they even want you doing that? Mm-hmm. Like, it really depends on your relationship. But I think the general answer is like, yeah, I think that's a little weird.
I also think it's weird if you're like almost too friendly with them. Like too friendly, getting to know them and like being so close. Like you guys are messaging each other. Yes. And it's no longer like, you getting like sending like being like, hey, do you want to invite so and so to this dinner that we're having? You're like, I mean, it's fine, directly invite them if you're friendly enough, but I think like also depends like how long it's been. Like if it's like 0 to 100, you're already like messaging this person individually so much. It's like,
yeah, you should let your friend like invite them. You should be hanging out with them and they're like, yeah, I think if you're like, oh, that's your crush, cool, like, oh, look how cool me and your crush are now. Like, we're DMing. Look at these TikToks we're sending each other. Yeah. It's like, wait, I didn't know you guys were cool like that. And it's like, wait, how cool are you? So there is like, I guess you want to kind of keep that clear, probably. But I think, you know, if I'm interested in someone or trying to date somebody, I do want my friends to genuinely like them. So I would I'm going to be honest. If say like I start liking somebody tomorrow or maybe and I start going on some dates with them and then, we're at the stage where we're enough of a thing where I'm like, hey, meet my friends. I do want you guys to it would make me happy eventually for you to have your own friendship with them, because I think especially in the space, like, I don't know, we all like, if I'm going to date someone, I don't want to have it to be like, oh, me and him, and then me and you guys, me and him, and they can never cross. Yeah. So you just have to feel it out and communicate like with your friends. And I'm at a level with you guys. I would never think you guys would cross a boundary, or like we would like where it's like you're DMing them all the time and hanging out. Like I'm not gonna barge into our apartment and see you hanging out with the guy that I'm like, it's just not gonna happen.
It's just boundaries how often you guys message. If it's just hey, can you let me in, or like, like just messages like that, it really doesn't matter. Yeah.
But then sometimes it could cross the line, and then you just have to.
Well, then you have to
shut it down.
Oh yeah, you just talk to your friend, I guess, and be like, hey, or you talk to them like, why are you guys doing
that
this
shit
much?
sucks, because then you're disappointed at two people at the same time.
It does suck. Yeah, it does.
I feel like it happens probably a little bit more in high school and college than it does now, because people, it's like a small pool of people, you're choosing from a small group, and maybe you guys both like the same person, and maybe one just spoke up earlier than
I have the story of my ex and my best friend is like the most this was in college, but it was like peak like blurred lines. I literally had I dated my ex in high school. We go to college together, and he has dorm mates, and they're all these really pretty girls. And right off the bat, he like refuses to introduce us to each other. And I caught a text message on his phone from one of the girls. Literally was like, when are you bringing that bitch over? Like, to meet us, basically. Like, why haven't you introduced that bitch to us? And I literally I was like, why are they calling me that bitch? And he's like, no, that's just how she talks. That's just how she talks. She says that about everyone. I'm like, well, then why are you friends with someone like that? And like, it feels so bad. And there's like 3 of them. So I'm like kind of like the odd one out. I've never met them. He's always hanging out with these girls. Also in his, to like paint this right, he does have guy friends. Like, he's not just like hanging out with 3 girls. Like, he has, he just, I was also jealous because he was in a dorm and he has all these new friends, and I'm like, I didn't get into a dorm. So I was just like me, myself, and I was hanging out with like 1 or 2 people. But eventually what happens is like we end up breaking up over all of this. And then I went through this period of isolation where I would like see them in the girls in like the dining hall, and we would like, it caused me like serious anxiety. I'd be like, oh my God, like there she is, there they are. Anyways, fast forward about a month. They invite me, like, it was kind of like, hey, why don't you come over? Like, me and him had talked, and he's like, come on over and let's hash this out. And we actually hashed it out so much that I was like talking to the girls with them. I'm so sorry I judged you. And they're like, no, we're sorry. We made you feel isolated. We love you. And I was like, I love you guys. One of the girls ends up to go on to be my best friend. We become like inseparable for 1, 2, 3 years, like sharing clothes, meeting parents, traveling together, everything. Like, I don't think like I was like, this is my sister. We become so close. And another of them actually became another one of my best friends. But then we're basically in like a bit of a throuple, like without like, it was just like weird. Basically, it's like me and my boyfriend and our 3rd best friend, who is like best friends with him, best friends with me. I was like, thought it was so cool I would come home to his apartment and I would see her just like, taking a nap in his bed. Like, that was normal to me. I'd be like, hey, what's up? Hey. And then like give him a kiss. And then like, I'd wake her up. Like, it was, to me, I was trying to be so like cool girl. I don't care. Like, I'm so chill with my relationship and so secure. And I trust him so much that this doesn't bother me at all.
Wait, so you dated him after the first guy?
Sorry, this is the same guy from high school.
Okay.
So we go to college together, we date, we break up because of all this, and then we date again.
Okay,
get back together, and now that we're together, none of this is a problem. Mm-hmm. And we end up dating for 3 years and I'm best friends with his best friend for 3 years, and then essentially what happens is me and my ex start having problems, and as we're having problems, you know, she starts distancing from me as well. And I'm kind of venting to him about like how I feel like she's, you know, causing, like, why isn't she, you know, there for me as much, or what's going on? And he didn't really agree with me. He was kind of taking her side a lot. And we ended up breaking up. And the second we break up, she completely ghosted me. And I was like, wow, what? And this is like my best friend. So I lost everything. Like, it was crazy. I lost my boyfriend. I lost my best friend, and I had kind of been absorbed into his friend group. So I lost all of his friends. And then I started to hear from my friends like, hey, do you know that, you know, they're kind of seeing each other? I was like, no, they're not. Like, they're not, because he would never do that. I have specifically stated to him, hey, if we ever break up, you wouldn't date her. And he's like, hell no. Like, you think I would date her? And I was like, I don't know. It just feels like maybe you would. And she would always talk down about him. Like, I would talk about how great he was, and she'd be like, I still can't believe you like him. Like, she would just kind of, I don't know, make him seem unattractive. Why would, like, you could do better, or like, he's this, and I'm like, that's my boyfriend. Like, I love him. And like, so I'd be like, is he? Or I'd be like, yeah, I guess, but we've been together for so long. And she would always just kind of like poke problems at why we were, you know, not good together, or why he wasn't good enough for me. And I had no idea. It was like, kind of just, she wanted us to break up.
That's crazy.
And so then I got like severe girl issues. Like, I was like, that's my best friend of 3 years dates my boyfriend. I lose all my friends. I like go to school, and I don't wear makeup for 2 weeks because I would just start crying left and right. And so I guess that like instilled some trust, some problems in me with that. And so that's like a prime example of like, I mean, that happened when I was 20, 21, no, maybe, 19, 20, 21. So I think when you're in high school and you're in college, just shit hits the fan a lot. Like, things go wrong. Girls don't know, like, I don't know. And when I bring up this, I feel like a lot of people have some story that they're like, okay, maybe I didn't have it that bad exactly, but, or maybe worse.
Happened to my friend back home.
Yeah.
But it was like him, and it was one of my best guy friends, and him and his girlfriend broke up. Yeah. And then they had like a mutual friend that was like a really good friend of like both of them. And then when they broke up, he also started ghosting my good friend, and then started dating his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. It's like, you know, how close your friend, like, you let your friends get to your, because I was literally like letting my best friend be that close to my boyfriend, where I was like, oh yeah, they always are talking. It's so normal. I would have them reach out for each other. Like, they would always know each other's whereabouts. And I thought that was so normal. And I wanted to be that cool girlfriend so badly. Yeah. I don't know why, but I wanted to, like, it was like I was trying to be the opposite of a pick me, that I was like, yeah, I'm like so cool about it, that I would let my boyfriend like hit on other girls in front of me, like, and almost like, yeah, that's cool. I trust him though. He's just being nice. He's just saying she's really pretty, or he's just you know, he's just doing that because that's his and I make excuses for his behavior all the time. I was like, oh, he's just a flirty guy. That's just who he is. Like, he literally can't stop that. And it was a genuine defense. People were like, oh, you know, he came up to me, and like, girls looking out for me would be like, hey, do you know that he kind of came up to me and he called me like a ray of sunshine, or some cheesy thing. And I was like, yeah, he's just like that. He's like a super friendly, flirty guy. But like, at the end of the day, I trust him like with everything. And they're like, okay, like, just looking out. And I was like, wee, first boyfriend, I don't care. Like, I was just so, there was also like a power dynamic in our relationship where he was the popular kid in school, and I was like kind of nerdy. And when I started dating him, I felt like he was way out of my league. I was like, oh my God, I'm dating like the jock, like he's like a, you know, athletic, he's cute, he's popular, and I'm just like kind of nerdy. And I don't know, I was like, oh wow. So I think I always would do anything to hold on to him. Yeah. And he knew that. Like, I was proudly like, oh yeah, that's my boyfriend. You know, I'm his girlfriend. I embrace that. And I think when you do something like that, I guess you let yourself, like, you excuse a lot more behavior than you should. And I would say, like, yeah, it was a really toxic relationship, but I learned so much
from it. Like, wow, I learned how to treat myself, how to set boundaries between friends and guys. And I learned a lot. And so yeah.
You just unlocked a memory. I remember dating like my boyfriend in high school, and like I thought he was really cute and stuff, right? And then I remember him telling me one of his girlfriends told him like, oh yeah, I didn't think Yvonne was that cute before, but like when she doesn't wear glasses and she like did something different recently, she's really cute. I was just like, but that I remember hearing that now.
Wait. So this was like your boyfriend, and then
Like a girlfriend of his was saying that like, oh yeah, I didn't think she was that pretty.
where did you hear that though?
He told me.
Kind of effed up, man.
No, but okay, so I've also had this also unlocks another memory. I remember being at a club in Vegas, and then we're like this is like when I already joined OTV, and then like we went to some type of event that was happening. Maybe it was like All Stars for League of Legends, and then we just like went to the club afterwards. So there are a bunch of like industry and also friends of friends and like other creators there and stuff. And this one female creator or someone who was in the industry, I remember came up to like me and Lily, and then like we were just sitting in the booth at our table, and she was just like, "You guys are so pretty," and like, I don't know why you feel insecure or why you don't like the way you look or something like that, but like I think you guys are genuinely so pretty. And I'm like, I don't know this girl. I don't think I've spoken like a lick of my insecurity to her. It's just been hi, hey, what's up? Like, you know, very, very like typical shit. So when I'm hearing this from her, I was just like, sorry, what?
Who said I was there? Like it just feels like almost like a backhanded compliment.
So backhanded.
Yeah,
So backhanded.
You're like, wait, what?
Like, how are you supposed to respond? That's the thing. Think about these answers. It's like, do you want me to say, or want you to say, oh yeah, thanks. You know, totally, I agree.
But it's like I could sense this girl was like trying to be on good terms with us. Like she wanted to like cozy up and like be friends with us.
But then I raised that question: is that a cool girl, right? Like this, like that persona. Do you think it's more like a pick me or cool girl?
What's a cool girl?
Yeah.
What you were just describing to.
Oh, like trying to be like
one of, you know, like
I feel like it's
totally fine. Like the guys, you know.
Oh yeah, I trust him so much. Like he can do what, like almost like aloof. Like he can do what he wants.
I think it was neither. I think she was just saying like she thought she was saying something nice, but she was just kind of saying her opinion of us, but while trying to be close to us, I think. And yeah, maybe not. Maybe she didn't know how.
Yeah, but maybe she was trying.
Maybe she was also like, I've also like, you know, she's like nervous to come up. Maybe she's trying to say something really sweet, and then word vomit's happening. Like, you guys shouldn't be insecure. You guys are, you know, I can imagine myself like being, oh frick, I end up like saying a backhanded compliment and panicking. But like there is a world where it's like, you know, sometimes it is kind of like, what the hell? Like where you actually are like, it's a full on backhanded, like, hey, you guys are so pretty. Don't have anything to, or stop being so insecure. I know that you might be insecure about your looks, but you're pretty in my eyes, you know, type of thing. Like comments like that. You're like, the fuck?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I don't know the time.
I don't know. But just judging by her, I was just like, I don't trust you. Like, it didn't give off, like she didn't have other personality traits or other things about her that made me like, oh, like that's fine that she said that.
I see.
Like the way she had come off that trip was just like, like you're trying to get in our circle and you're kind of seemingly evil. I don't know.
That is the crazy first thing to start with. Is like what, bitch? It's kind of like saying, don't worry about what everyone else says. I love you. I like you. I think
it felt like a little Regina George. Like they're very smiley and nice to you, but like what they're saying is not nice.
Oh my God, I love your bracelet. Where did you get it?
Yeah.
That is the ugliest effing bracelet I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God, I love your skirt. Where did you get it?
I was just like, oh my God, I don't have a good feeling about this. But when I think about the history of being in OTV, that's happened like in its own different shades. Yeah.
And I'm 100% sure. That's a backhanded comment for sure. I want to talk about like a cool girl. Like you did mention it, right? So like I feel like on social media, when I look on TikTok, there are so many cool girl personas, right? It's like, I don't know. It's just like to even describe it, and you guys can help me too. It's just like, I don't care. Like I don't
They
care.
look freaking fashionable and nonchalant.
Yes, very nonchalant, very like quietly like roaming the world.
Candid shots. I see it right now on like in my brain, the Instagram shots. They're just like so pretty, and they are like in New York or like Paris, and they just got all these like candid shots, and then like at the cafe or like out on the streets, like shopping at like Soho or something.
But how would you describe the personality of a cool girl?
I was gonna say, because Leslie, you brought up like you were
Trying to be.
and did you know that you might have been?
Okay, so I mean, when in that instance, like how I was trying to like, girls who are so secure with themselves and their relationship that they don't, a guy could be like, yeah, I'm gonna go clubbing with my friends tonight, and you're like, hey, have fun, babe, and mean it. Like, I don't know if anyone does mean that, but I wanted to be that because I know like that might be a guy's dream girl to be like, oh, my girlfriend is so chill. Like she'll let me
to fit into like a mold of like what would make them happy.
Yeah. It's like the opposite of like a psycho, like, crazy the girlfriend meme. Like, where you going? About like, I wanted to be the opposite because I wanted him to like stay with me. So, and I know he has tons of girlfriends, and he like literally so many gorgeous girlfriends. And so, and girls naturally flock to him. He was like the president of his fraternity. He's really cute, super athletic, flirtatious. Girls flocked to him. Guys flocked to him too. So to deal with that was just like, I'm so proud of him. He is my man. I don't want to lose him. He is like, for me, he makes me like, it's like a status for me too. Like, that's my boyfriend. And so I thought I had to be like what does every guy want to date? The girl who's so chill with everything. So I really tried to fit that mold, so much to the point where I sabotaged my own relationship. I'm like, yeah, you can have this girl as your best friend too, and she can come over and you guys can hang out alone all the time, go see a movie together, go get dinner together without me, whatever. I'm chill. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck. And so much that I was like, damn, I think I cucked myself out of my relationship. So I learned, but like, I guess that's how I envision it. Like,
well, it's also how he wanted you to feel, because like you said, he knew all these things. Because like I remember being in a relationship and it was the opposite. Like one of the guys I dated was like, why don't you care more? Like, why aren't you jealous? Like,
why aren't you jealous?
If
I'm hanging out with
calls
this girl.
you cute, like why don't you care if someone calls me cute? Like I was
you want me to be jealous?
You want me to be jealous. Like, so there's some level of like, you want to feel like your SO cares about you, right? So it's like almost like like as long as it's harmless, like cute jealousy. Like I like that too.
But I did care. That's the thing. I was hiding it.
Yeah, and that's the cool girl persona. You do care inside.
Yeah,
but you gotta act this way. It's like low maintenance.
Yes,
not dramatic. Yeah, you can't like say no to like if he follows 100 girls, you're not gonna say anything.
Yeah, I'm secure.
Yeah, I'm secure.
I don't care. Fine. Go out, have fun.
But inside, you don't feel good because obviously, like exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the cool girl persona is almost like a facade because you're covering up for like.
Cool girl is different than pick me.
Yeah,
like,
those are two different.
Yes. Yeah. It feels like I was I wanted to be that so bad. So I just was like, yeah, I am jealous he's going out like with his girlfriends tonight. And it is driving me crazy, but I'm going to say, have fun, babe. Or like, I'm going to turn it down. Actually, I'd go out of my way to fulfill the role. Like I would want to go, but I would be like, no, have fun. Like I wouldn't go specifically so he would know
like he can have
a night out without me.
Yeah.
And I would put on this act like I'm cool with it, and I wouldn't bring it up, but it would bother me. And I think I don't know. I
think that's literally on him. I think it's on like him and his friends that make you in combination uncomfortable. Because like I can think of people that I've dated where like they could go out with their group of friends, and because I trust him and his group of friends, like I feel like I don't care, like you spend the night together. It's the same thing if we were to have a girls' night, and they could trust us that they'd be fine with us going, right?
Yeah,
it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I think in specifically that case, it was he would go out with like girls.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I can't. It's kind of hard to recall because this was like
I hate to say this, 15, 17 years ago. Like I'm recalling like a whole life ago. 17 years ago, 15 years ago. Like God, I'm
Start counting the numbers, stack them up.
Like I'm like, how did I feel? I'm really thinking.
I know you have to unlock that part of your brain.
I'm so, like I'm a full person different. That I'm like, but yeah, I mean, he was like I really remember the defense of he's just a flirty guy. To like genuinely telling people it's his personality. He cannot change that about himself. And people are like, that's not an excuse, Leslie. And I'd be like, but that's him. He is like that. That's how I met him in high school. He was flirty with all of us. And that's just how he is. People are flirty. Like people are like, he can change that, you know? And I was like,
funny. I heard that not excuse or like, well, you said that also about one of the people that you've dated. Yeah. And I was like,
I still like I know it's like I can ask for the flirting to stop once we date someone.
Like, wait a second. Naturally flirty guy. Like, what do you mean by that?
I know, because I was just like, I thought that that's just how some people are. Like you're a flirty person by nature.
Yeah.
And I do think some people are like they put that energy more out, but you're in control of your actions. So I think it's okay to ask someone when you're in a relationship with them to like tone the flirtiness down or keep the flirtiness for me. And I think that's fair. I don't think it's an excuse to be like, no, I'm just flirty. I flirt with everybody and I can't stop when I'm in a relationship. I think it's fair to be like, hey, you know, chill on it. But for me, it was like an actual excuse. Like I believed that it was like almost like in your genes. Like you're just born flirty.
Yeah, like that's your personality type of thing.
Yeah, like you can't change that. And I think I'm like, you can just reserve that flirtiness for your SO. Anyways, but that's my rant about my ex.
Cool girl is definitely, I feel like the last decade it became more of a thing. But maybe again,
Really? I think I see so many people on TikTok trying to like normalize being like setting boundaries and being like, this is not okay, like all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. But I also see like a side where I'm like, oh, that is the cool girl, you know. Like I think social media maybe like breeds it too, because like dating back in the day, it's like you didn't have social media. So it's like more like face to face, like let's just do this face to face. Text messages, whatever. But now it's like, there's a whole new set of rules for social media behavior, right?
I know there's micro cheating. You know what? Like
what is micro cheating, right?
Well, yeah.
Like is a follow, like let's say like what's micro cheating?
Micro cheating, okay. This is my personal opinion. And if any people disagree, that's okay. I'm just stating my boundaries. But to me, like, and I don't even know. I'd rather call it boundaries than micro cheating, because I feel like cheating is like a very, that word. But yeah, micro cheating maybe could be like you following other girls with like intention to like, or just like, you know, seeing if they'll follow you back while like liking other photos, or like, not telling someone that you're in a relationship when you have every opportunity to, while sensing that they are interested. Stuff like that. Like very little things that make you seem very not loyal to your partner, or that you don't have one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on board with that.
I feel like that brings us back to like the first point when you guys are talking about when you bring it up with the guy, it's like most of the time I think they'll deny it. You know, they'll be like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't know what you like.
Very deniable, but it's like, we know why you're liking all of her pictures.
Yeah, and why are they all just bikini photos? Why? You know?
Like, why are they all the suggestive photos?
Yeah, well, we like men on this podcast, by the way. We're fine with
we
like guys.
No, it's only bothersome because I have dated people who didn't do that. So, like, I know there's a difference. Like, because they weren't trying to, like, go for other people.
Yeah.
I've had people be, like, very loyal to me. So it's like, I know the experience is very different. It's like, I feel like, hey, the tail's up. You're a little sketch right now. I can sense that.
Yeah. And there's like, they can always deny everything you say, but you're like, I know how your brain, like, this is when they think you're dumb again. And it's like, I know why you're like, it's nothing like you're dating someone and then you scroll through Instagram and you see all these like pretty girls and your boyfriend's name is like liked by boom, boom. You're like, bro, what the hell, man?
That's just embarrassing.
Like, what is going, like, please, it's like, it is. It's embarrassing for you. It's like, come on, like everyone can see that, by the way. And like, they're like, oh, I don't know. It's just like, please, I don't know. It feels like something you hate to even have to ask them to stop doing. And they're like, no, like you're just a friend. And it's like, yeah, but like, it's just like, why does it have to be specifically on her, like, bikini photos or like the ones that are just like, I don't know.
Well, I've talked to a guy about this. I said, like, I have friends that I follow, like who they model, and they have some photos that are more suggestive, and they have like family photos. I like the family photos. I don't like the one where he just doesn't have a shirt on in front of a magazine, you know? But I do that out of like my own, like, I just don't want to, for one.
Listen,
but out of respect, you know what I mean? I'm just like, why is it not mutual?
I also feel like if there was a guy I'm friends with, he's like a good looking guy, he does modeling or whatever, and if he has a shirtless photo, I am not going to like that photo. Not because I don't think he looks good. I think that is kind of hitting on him. Like publicly liking someone's shirtless photo, in my opinion, like I'm scared that it's like opening the window for them to be like, hey, I noticed you liked my shirtless pic. And maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but from what I do, I also think I think there's also this lens of having more like being like a public figure a little bit, where people read into that. So you have to be extra careful. Just because people were like, I noticed that you liked this person's shirtless picture. I think that, you know, so I think that I've also been more like I'm going to stray away from that. I'll see it. I'm like, I can think, hey, he looks good. Like great photo, great abs, great lighting, you know, but I'm not going to like it and say, hey, great photo, great abs, man, great lighting, weak face, DM me later. So I'll just be like, cool
later
photo.
They'll come out of the woodwork sometimes. You don't think so, but then as soon as they know you're single, and then they're just like, well, suddenly your friends are not all your friends.
Snaps to that. Yeah. And you think that it doesn't happen, but a time and time again, breakups happen. Oh, who's sliding in all of a sudden? Your friends.
Yeah.
And you're like, hello? Or I don't know. It's actually crazy to watch how people move after a breakup. You're like, you just don't expect it. I mean, of course, not everybody, but sometimes they'll just switch up on, like the people around you will switch up immediately on you and then try to slide in. And you're like, oh, wow, that is something I didn't predict. Or
literally had a guy friend who was friends with both me and my ex. And as soon as we broke up, he was just like, oh, I dropped off boba at your door. Like, oh, literally like a week after. I was like, what? You did what?
I've had, when Edison and I first broke up, it was actually kind of wholesome, but like I had a guy I'd been interacting with like on and off, DM me 3 months later exactly, and was like, hey, can we get on a call? And I was like, sure. Like, about what? And he's like, someone I just did not see in that way at all ever. And then we get on a call and he's like, hey, so I felt like 3 months is appropriate time to wait, but I've always thought you were really cute, and I was just wondering if you'd want to, like, I don't know, like go on a date. And it just, I mean, honestly, like I didn't hate it. I was like, whoa, like someone like counted down like 3 months after we announced our breakup, boom, slid in, asked to get on a call, asked me via call, and said, hey, I wanted to respect the time. But
respectable, honestly.
Honestly, it was. And I just wasn't interested. But I was like, oh, like, wow, like, thank you. And then he's like, we could be friends with benefits. I was like, no. Yeah, he pivoted. He's like, we don't have to date. We don't have to date.
Was this?
I'm not saying who.
We'll bleep it out. I promise.
Oh, please cut this out.
No, I'll make sure. Don't worry.
I will die.
So
Yeah. But yeah, his name is that used to be on and off. Like we would get on calls, and I had no clue. I mean, I knew when he had a girlfriend. Like we were just friends for 5 years, and then boom, hits me up and slides in, and I was like so caught off guard. And then I was like,
you know what's the diabolical ones? I know a friend who like broke up with her boyfriend, and then a guy slid into her DMs who was like someone that her ex highly respected in their industry. Like literally was one of his like admirers, like everything.
that feels so bad.
I know. I was just like, you have the ability to do the most diabolical shit right now.
Oh, that would hurt.
Like, have you seen the Alex Earl and Tom Brady stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, like poor Braxton. Wait, have you seen it?
I know that is Braxton Alex Earl's ex?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't follow too much.
And he's like a football player.
For the Dolphins, Miami. Yeah.
I don't know, but people's like, he's kind of like, average football player.
Oh my
think.
god!
But
I don't know. You
can't
can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what people describe it as. Like
you mean his look or his like?
no, him as like a player.
Yeah. Player, he's not.
Yeah, as a player. And then like literally a week or two later, I don't know, she was like with Tom Brady.
I saw that
at like an event and stuff for New Year's or something like that. And then like it went crazy viral. And it's like, imagine if like your ex.
Oh God.
I know.
His
It'd be
ex
crazy.
for sure looks up to Tom Brady.
Of course.
Like every football player.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like,
but yeah, that's basically what happened to one of my friends. I was like, it's diet. You could do this.
It's like a stab. It's already a stab
It
that,
would be
you know,
a
you're
stab,
moving on
yeah.
and then it's like, oh, to someone I look up to. Now I'm going to look at that person with like,
Yeah.
you know, gosh. Yeah, that's rough. How do we get on this topic again?
I don't remember.
Okay, I got one
Fine.
last question, maybe two.
Okay.
Would you rather date someone boring, semi-boring, let's say, but stable, or someone pretty exciting, but in the long run, unreliable?
How unreliable we talking? Like,
It's like, I think to your standards, like, you know, maybe not being on time all the time, you know, forgets stuff. I don't know. It's up to
I'd
you.
rather a little boring and stable.
I
Yeah.
think at this age, I'm good. I would also maybe take boring and stable.
Yeah.
Stability is like,
Reliable.
yeah, because
Like-
I think with at least as long as we're doing content and what it's this, like emotions or sometimes we are pretty stable, but sometimes it's like, oh my, like you're dealing with a lot and you need someone who is kind of your rock. So stability is kind of nice. But I don't know, in the moment, I guess I say this, but in reality, you might find me dating the most like,
I know.
Boom, boom,
I
boom,
mean,
boom,
what
boom
we say
person.
is always different. Like you always make exceptions for the person that you end up liking. Like so many people are like, I never thought I'd fucking like them, and then you do. And
You
it's just
do.
like it could be because they are fun and they are
Yeah,
like
like
sporadic and
Yeah.
chaotic.
I don't know because my exes have gone all over the place and they're all my exes, so it didn't work out. So like, I don't freaking know what I like want to end up with or who I want to end up with or the kind of guy. But it does sound like stability would be nice.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm going to have kids. Like I want them to have a stable dad. But like, yeah. But I also want them to have a fun dad.
Yeah.
And I want to have fun. How boring is this guy? Yeah. Is he like he doesn't want to do anything or he's just like, that's nice, babe.
He's a normie.
Normie's fine. Normie's
boring
fine.
normie,
fine.
though.
Normie's fine.
But like
yeah.
a boring normie.
Is he an
Okay.
accountant?
He's like in in finance.
A finance bro?
Yeah, like a finance bro.
It,
Well, finance
it
bro could- he
really
could be exciting.
depends.
It could be exciting.
Like it's just too much to like really depends how boring and how unreliable. You know,
Yeah,
like,
true.
That's
That is
like
true.
the fucking like that.
you could
It's gonna be
teach
the
you-
battle.
We can
to-
teach him to
Yeah,
be
you
not
could teach a
boring.
guy, or you could teach a guy not to be unreliable.
True.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. As long as they're trainable.
Those are both okay. So yeah, boring and unreliable are both not like deal breakers in my opinion. Like I think it's like
yeah.
like I wouldn't love to be like, yeah, this is my boyfriend. He's boring and unreliable, but like he could be worse.
No, it's one or the other.
Oh,
It's not both.
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying as like traits in general.
Yeah.
Like it's not the worst. So,
I agree.
I'm
Like
not.
smoking for me is like deal breaker. Like
Yeah, he's like
unreliable, like, you know, we could if that could be worked out.
Okay, I have one
Could get
last
him.
question. This is your guy. Like you met your guy. It's so good.
We met our guy?
Yes,
We met
you
our
guys are
guy. It's
soulmates.
amazing.
Okay, I'm picturing you now.
But,
Yeah.
but
But
he's not good in bed.
Oh, how?
Like we're talking like it's just like it's fine, but there's something that's just it's not exciting you.
can it be fixed? Because I feel like that's something that can be talked about.
comms.
Okay,
We need
let's say-
W comms.
Yeah, calm.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's open to communication, but if he's bad and he insists he's good, now we have a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Where he's
That's
like-
a personality flaw.
Yeah.
But you're
That's-
saying
that is
it's
a
our,
deep-
No, this
it's-
is your guy. Like you're like
Everything
I
else is
want him
perfect.
to be my man, or
Oh.
he is your man, but like he's
Oh, then yeah. Then
Yeah.
he would take the comms well.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if he's the guy, then he's a good communicator.
Exactly.
right.
Yeah. So then,
But let's just say you do communicate. And
And
he's still
he-
he's just
he's like, I'll
still-
change.
And,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
but
saying
he's-
it's skill diff.
And he's
It's
actually
still
just
not great.
the motion of the ocean is like a little like awkward.
Yeah, you're not. Can you stay? My question is, do you stay, right? This is your guy. You're planning everything.
Oh man, this is just rough all around. What's this? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's a hard maybe. And it's leaning towards the
It does depend how bad we talk.
Yeah,
Like,
how
is it
bad?
just like so bad you
It's not-
never want to like ever do it? Then if it's that bad,
like if he's trying to start a fire down there, like just no.
what do you mean start a fire? Oh.
I'd be creating a mess down there, like starting a fire down there.
not.
And you're like, whoa, 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 that is not how we do it. Yeah, I guess if he's teachable and he takes he doesn't like
They gotta
have
be
a fragile
teachable. Like,
ego
there's
about
just-
it.
Yeah.
And yeah, and you kind of have to, it's okay to have to be guided. I think that's fine. But if he doesn't get better ever and he's insistent on like he's doing things right, or and it doesn't, then I think that is problematic. I mean, yeah, I think then maybe you're like, hey, thought you were my man, but maybe not.
Yeah.
And that's sad. Yeah. That's so funny. Start a fire.
I think we can wrap it up.
That was fun.
Yeah. They've been through some
I mean, at our grand age, yeah, we've been through some stuff. It's like we're not teenagers yapping. We are like in our 30s. We've lived through relationships.
terrible kissers.
Terrible kissers.
Terrible fire starters.
Terrible
I don't know
fires.
what that means.
You know when you try to start a fire, like you're like doing the most.
Yeah, but they're doing
Oh,
But like,
do I do
oh,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Like just doing the most. And you're like,
Corey,
whoa.
please don't put this in.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
terrible kissers, all of it. We have our stories, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a guy like lean in to kiss you and then you're like, whoa? You've never had that?
I've had a guy like uncomfortable, like try to poke at my sides to flirt with me during a movie, and I want to kill myself. Like,
Don't
it was
do
really
that.
Just,
PSA,
it was
yeah,
just
don't do
weird.
that.
Don't poke people and don't tickle people. Okay? Unless they specifically say, I like being poked and I like being tickled. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
people be doing that still. Don't. I'm like, why do you think in any world we want to be poked? Like, do you want to get poked?
They just want to flirt, and I'm like, I'm so
Hey.
uncomfortable.
Ooh, like, this isn't Facebook 2010. Okay, we're not poking people. Relax.
So bad.
Stop. But I did love the poke feature.
Yeah.
It was cute, but like not in real life. Anyways, yeah, don't
Poke, pat at my head.
wrap us up. Take us home.
All right. Thanks for watching this episode of We Were Fighting with Leslie today. It was a very comfy, cozy episode.
The girly-pop episode, if
Yep.
you will.
Lots of period talk in the beginning.
Sorry about that rant. Yeah, that was just like top of mind.
A lot of everything. But it was really fun. And I really liked it. It was very comfy, cozy. So thanks, guys.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. I hope it was a nice little, little break, or not break from toast, but like a pause,
A different vibe.
a different vibe. I'm sure you guys don't talk too much PMSing or periods. Maybe you do. I don't know.
No.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Usually it's a lot different. It'd be a lot more like stoic tone coming from that side of the chair.
I'm not very stoic.
Yeah, no, you're really opposite.
I'm opposite.
Yeah, she's
Like,
really the
This is a different vibe.
I am not a stoic
Chelsea,
person.
how did you feel?
I was so cozy.
Oh, yeah, it's different, huh?
Yeah, I could feel like we could just talk about stories and stories forever. There's just too many. And just wait till we end this. The tea is gonna be piping. No.
It is.
Yeah, no, there's just
We'll see you there.
a lot of stuff we just don't end up having to say. We can't say because there's like names and people. It's just, but we have stories,
Yeah, and they're fun.
and maybe they'll come in a future episode,
Yeah.
way in the future. We were fighting before this episode 280. We tell all.
280.
We finally can
Yeah.
tell all.
All right. See you guys there. Bye-bye.
See you on episode 280. Did you say smash for all these people? I guess, yeah, smash, sure. Yeah.
You do yours and I'll tell you after.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, I would say he's like less of a smash. I would say, I mean, this is crazy. I would J-Hope. Smash. Fuck, why not?
Okay, 5
Yeah,
five,
yeah.
let's go.